How good does this spot look to sit and fish? Wow. It's going to be hot for a while, but once the sun goes behind those trees, it's just going to be magnificent. Hey, you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. G'day folks, this afternoon I'm on the Lower Ovens River. I'm going to be fishing with 2 rods with worms, just trying to catch a spring yellow belly. Right, I've got my 2 rods. There's the stumpy rod, it's ready to go as is. But the long rod's still together. But they're both got paternoster rigs on them. I wouldn't mind having a running sinker rig on one. I might swap this long rod to a run. No, I'll leave the paternoster rig on here, and I'll put a running sinker rig on the short rod, on the stumpy rod. One of the reasons that I like to have a running sinker rig and a paternoster rig, I just find that some days one rig will outperform the other. So some days all the action might be on the running sinker rig, and other days it might all be on the paternoster rig. So by having one of each, it just sort of covers more bases. That's my theory anyway. There's a fair bit of current out there, so there's no need to cast out too far, because I think the current's just going to move the line straight back towards the bank. That'll be down there in a second, you watch. Right, there's my running sinker rig. I'm just going to lob that down that way. The current will push that back around towards the bank as well, but at least they'll be apart. Right. Time to play the waiting game. We'll get a bite. He's getting a bite. Got him. Ha! Hopefully it's a yellow belly, not a carp. I think it's a carp. If it's a yellow belly, it's a very big one. It's feeling carpy, a bit carpy. Oh, it's a carp. That didn't take long. Last year I fished this spot in November and caught a lot of cod. The season was closed and I put them all back, of course. Just sitting here fishing with worms like I am now. But just recently, Sonny and I caught some nice yellow belly just up around the corner. So I know that there's yellow belly in this spot. Tell you what, he's putting up a good fight. He's not even all that big. I can only imagine what's going to happen if I hook a big one. Come on, you crazy old mud mullen. The stumpy rod's got 8-pound line, but this longer rod's only got 6-pound line. So I've just got to be a little bit careful with him. Gee, I love this fishing rod. JD Custom Rods on Facebook. It's not a sponsored rod, I paid full price for it, but I just love it. It's an awesome rod. Yeah, into the net, high sticking big time here. Got him. I'm on the board. Might leave those same worms on there, I reckon. That was only out about there. I didn't cast out too far because I knew the current would cause problems. Right, well, I'm on the board in the first couple of minutes. That all happened very quick. Anyway, hopefully a yellow belly comes along as it gets darker. I tell you what, I can't wait for the sun to go behind those big tall trees there, because it's quite warm here this afternoon. Oh, little stumpy nearly got pulled in. It might be a Murray cod, I think, and quite a big one. On the sandbar. You know, if I was drifting down this river in my kayak, on my boat even, casting lures, all my casts would be to that steep bank over there if I was targeting cod. I wouldn't be casting over here over the featureless sandbar with no snags. That's a decent sized fish. Certainly picked up those worms in a hurry. Mate, I'm not even going to lift you out of the water if I can avoid it. I'll get down on one knee in the mud. I'll thumb it. That's a good 60 centimetre fish or more. I'll unhook it. Right, have a look at the size of the fish. Wow. Righto, fish. See you later, mate. Now I'm drenched. Look at how wet I am. It splashed me. That's okay because it's pretty warm anyway. I reckon I may have had a nibble on the long rod then. It can be a bit hard to tell when you first put them in because as the current sort of pushes the sinker downstream, it moves back towards the bank, and sometimes it can just sort of drag on the ground a bit and sort of give a vibrating look. I feel the shade is getting closer. Noisy cockies. Come on, yellow belly. I went for a jog during the week. Tell you what, jogging is a great way to meet people. I met some wonderful people. They were 2 paramedics, 3 nurses and a cardiologist. Got him. Doesn't feel very big. Well, it does now. Took him a minute. That's another carp, I think. Another carpio. Took him a minute to get going. He didn't feel very big when I first hooked it. It's not a big carp. It's not nearly as big as the other one. In fact, I might try and land this one without the net. Someone went crook at me for that in a YouTube comment the other day. They told me that I don't respect the waterways because I had a perfectly good net and chose not to use it. The thing is, they tangle up. You get the hook and the sinker tangled and it's a pain in the bum. That's a fat carp. So fat and healthy. Looks like it's breadcrumbed, ready to go. Right. I've just got one worm on this time. I've just threaded the worm on long ways. Let's see how that goes. Come on, that's a fish. Got him. Please be a yellow. Oh, it's fighting a bit like... Oh no, it's getting carpy now. It started like a yellow, but then it went all carpy. It started off as a yellow, then it turned carpy. Gee whiz, it's heavy. Oh. Don't you tangle around that other line, you mutt. No. Got to keep it away from that other line. That's why I'm holding this rod so low. Might have to reel this other line in. The last thing I want is a big mega tangle, because that's annoying when that happens. Alright. Now I don't have to worry about that. I can just concentrate on this monster. It was only a small bite and I struck and said it doesn't feel like a real big fish. Look at this, look at the rod bend. It's a big carp. I'm kind of glad. I've got to admit, when I took off and I felt the weight, I was worried it might have been another cod, because this felt heavy. Cod don't fight as hard as carp. Big cod obviously will fight very hard, but pound for pound I reckon carp are a much harder fighting fish. And the beauty of carp is if it snaps the line or gets off, it doesn't matter as much. I hooked around the back fin, that's why it feels so big. It's still quite a decent sized fish, like it's no tiny fish, but it's not as big as I thought it was. Still the biggest one so far this evening. Into the net, mate. Come on, in you get. You know you want to. Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. Check that out. I've got a hook with no sinker because it got tangled in the net. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Now I've got to tie a new sinker on. Right, I re-rigged it. I meant to tie another sinker on, but that made the dropper too long, so totally new rig, same hook, different sinker, fresh worm, and away we go. I'll put this other line back in too. I'll just make sure the worms in it are okay. Alright, a little stumpy, you can go back out where you were. Right, well I've caught 3 carp and 1 cod. Still no yellow belly. I'm not sure whether I mentioned it earlier or not, but that last carp was about 20 centimetres longer than the first one. I laid them next to each other. So that was the biggest one so far. Oh, got him! Another big bite. Another very coddy bite, this one. Doesn't feel as heavy as that cod I caught before, so if it's cod it might not be as bad. It's kind of a snag. Oh no, it doesn't. Hasn't come to the surface, which is usually a cod sign. And what have we got? Big fat yellow belly. That's a Murray cod. Another Murray cod, just not as big. Righto, mate. There you got me. There you go, folks. Murray cod of around 50 centimetres or so. See you later, mate. Gone. Bit like a cod and fought like a cod. If it bites like a cod and fights like a cod, there's a pretty fair chance that it might be a cod. Let's get the line back in. Back in business again. Back in business again. If you ever wonder, sometimes I sing that song when I'm fishing, when I throw a line back in the water usually. That's actually an AC/DC song called Back in Business. Back in business again. I sound just like them. Oh, here we go again. It's only been back in about 2 minutes. Only just put this back in. Sonny messaged me and asked, did you go fishing today? And I just went to reply to him. This could be a yellow. It's not as big as the last fish. It's a bit like a cod and it's fighting like a cod. And remember what I said before, but you never know. Oh, it's gone near the other line there. Please be a yellow. It's another cod. About the same size as the last one. I doubt whether it'd be, I think it's a bit smaller actually, because I doubt whether it'd be the last one. He's got a bit of lockjaw going on here. Let me show you some pliers. Ouch. Hook in my finger, but I've got it out thankfully. Cod number 3, gone. Gee, that took all of about 2 minutes, if that, after I caught the last one. I'll make a worm assessment. Do I need a fresh one? Or can I use this one? Look, I'll put a fresh one on to complement what's left there. Right, so I've got one fresh worm on and one old worm on. And we're back in business again. Sort of sounds a bit like deja vu, doesn't it? Feels a bit like deja vu. Gee, my hands have taken a bit of a battering this evening. I've got a bit of cod thumb from thumbing each of those cod. They're actually quite itchy. And I also just stuck the hook into my finger there. When I was trying to unhook that cod, I pulled it and it came out and went into there. I quickly pulled it out. Not again. Oh, I missed him. I got him. It's just a smaller one. It's a little one this time. Not another little cod, is it? Look at the size of it. It's a little trout cod this time. Every carp has been on that rod and every cod has been on that rod, including this little trout cod. Have a look at the size of it. Wow. The river seems to have a lot of these little trout cod in at the moment, which is really good. Beautiful little blue nose. See you later, mate. There he goes. Awesome. I'm just going to go with those same worms for now. Well, it's almost sunset. I wonder what the first person that ever saw sunset thought. This can't be good. This. Been ages since I had a bite. When I did, it went bang. Oh, he got off. It got off. It was another very coddy bite. It's been ages since I had a bite, and when I did, it was a good one. Going by the bite and how heavy it felt, my guess is that that was another Murray cod, probably around the 45 to 50 centimetre size. Just had a bite on the running sinkery again. God, the bite is a bite on the long rod too now. Here we go, come on. Oh, I was nearly going to strike then. Were you still playing with it? Come on. Here we go. Oh, I missed him. I've not been bitten by one mosquito tonight. Whether it's because of this or because there's not many mozzies around, I don't know. But there's certainly a pattern forming. Every time I use this thermosol, I don't get bitten by mozzies. I'm starting to believe in this thermosol. Here we go, come on, he's back. Oh, I should have struck then, I reckon. Oh, here we go. Get a touch on the running sinker here. Okay. Missed it. I got it. Just very small. What have I got? A baby reindeer fish. When I was fishing with Sonny recently, I caught a reindeer fish. He says, "Oh, you caught a reindeer fish." I said, "Do you get them in Switzerland?" He says, "No." I said, "We get them in Australia." And he said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah. Only one night a year though, Christmas Eve." Got him! Oh, come on, please be a yellow. It's feeling the right size for a yellow belly. A little bit coddy. Had a couple of nibbles that I thought were from a shrimp. It's not feeling like a big fish. It's certainly not a big carp. It could be a nice yellow, or it could be a small cod. It's a small cod. Oh well. Little babby one. Nice little Murray cod. See you later, mate. Oh. I'll be lucky if I've got 5 minutes of light left here. So what I might do is this. I'm going to put this same mangled worm back in, but I might put the paternoster rig down there where I'm getting most of the bites, because that's still got full worms on it pretty much. Alright, that can go down there to bite C. Alright, let's put the little rod out in front of me here. Got him! Ha! Will this be the yellow belly I've been after all night? Well, it might be a bit big for a yellow. Could be a yellow. It's coming up near the surface, but that could be because I'm holding a very long fishing rod up high and sort of yanking it up as well. Surely it can't be another cod. I think it is another cod, you know. Another really small cod. Yep, I can see that. I can tell that mouth from a long way away. Is it a Murray or a Trouty? I got one little Trouty here earlier. This is another Murray. This spot is insane. Every single one of these cod has been lip hooked for easy release. What's that, 6 cod and 3 carp or something crazy? See you later, mate. Oh. It's getting dark to see. It feels like I should pack up and head home. Wah, wah, wah. Did I sound like Axl Rose? Folks, I can barely see my rod tips. It's time to pack up and go home. 9 fish, 5 Murray cod, 1 trout cod and 3 carp. I've had an awesome afternoon. Thank you all very much for watching.